Yo, what's good? Today is gonna be more of a walking vid, and that's because I don't know, it's nice weather outside, so might as well. But yeah, there was this dude that like commented on one of my videos, right? He basically said, if you still had a lot of money, would you still hold the opinion that, would you still hold the same opinions that you currently have? Like life being, trash and stuff. But I actually found that to be a very interesting question. That was a really interesting question. Interesting enough for me to make a video about, because there are a lot of people out there where the only reason they hold the same opinion as me is simply because they don't have enough money to fund an entertaining lifestyle, and like that's usually like the main reason. Like, had you just given them like $10 million, like just give them $10 million, they would be like, all right, I changed my mind. Life is amazing. Now, I'm not saying that's the people that are watching my videos, because I feel like most of us at least, we have less of a less shallow reasoning as to why we feel the way we do. And the thing about this question of asking like, oh, would you still hold the same opinion? The thing about that question though is that like, it's like, I feel like the guy that asked that question, or just anyone that asked that question in general, they ask it under the assumption that materialistic gain, is something that everyone values. And here's what I mean by that. Let's just say I have $10 million right now. Would that change? I mean, first I'm going to ask this question. I have $10 million right now. The only thing, what do people spend that much money on? Big houses? What if you don't really care about big houses? What if you can just get by with a tiny house? What if you could literally just get by with a one bedroom apartment? Which in my case, I can do. I don't really care about a big house. But like, not only that, what else do people do? They go out to eat expensive dinners. Like, what if I don't care about that? What if I just want to eat dinner in my own house and make my own dinner? What else do people do? Travel. What if you don't care about that? Do you get my point? The thing is, not everyone cares about the things that rich people are capable of doing. Like, some people literally, like, there's people that literally get rich and then they continue to live the same way they do. They continue to live the same way they do. And there's a certain YouTuber or streamer, I don't even know, I think his name was like Asmongold or something. Look him up. Dude's a millionaire, and guess what? What does he do? He doesn't even clean his room. He lives the exact same way he did when he wasn't a millionaire. If you get my point. But yeah, that's the thing about that question. It's like, oh, if you had $10 million, well, would you still feel this way? Listen, the only difference between me right now and the me if I had $10 million is I wouldn't have to work. I admit that's a really good, improvement. That will make life way more higher quality. Life won't suck as much. But he said, would you still hold the same opinion as, you currently do? Meaning life. Would you still think life is trash? And I say yes. Because, yeah, sure, I don't have to work, but that doesn't mean that all of my complaints are just automatically rendered invalid. Do you feel me? Like, there's a lot of things wrong with life that I pointed out in my videos. Me having the money to avoid working. Oh my God, these dogs, bro. But me having the money to avoid working, how is that really going to render them, like, how is it going to, render all those points invalid? How is it going to, like, devalue the arguments I've made? Devalue all of the wrong shit about life. Feel me? I don't know. That's my opinion. So yeah, no, I don't believe that just me having a bunch of money is gonna do much to answer the question. I don't know. I feel like some people, like, they just can't fathom the concept that, like, not everyone cares about materialistic things. Like, if you tell them, hey, I have a lot of money, I have $1 million, no, $1 billion in my bank account, but I just don't really care about buying an expensive car, then they're gonna look at you like, what? They're gonna look at you like you're stupid. When in reality, that's not the case. The case is that a car is designed to go get you from point A to point B. Like, not everyone cares about the physical, the superficial aspect of the car. They just see the car as being something with a purpose of getting from point A to point B. And then, so nothing else really matters as long as it can do that. But no, you have to care about, according to society, you just have to care about, oh, does the car look cool? Does the car look fancy? Does it look expensive or does it look cheap? It better not look cheap or you're a brokey. My fault, I had to pause it because there was a loud plane just going by, but yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, not everyone cares about these superficial aspects. Not everyone cares about these materialistic things, you feel me? Like, I just, how can people just not understand that? They're like, man, you wouldn't get a $10 million house if you had $500 million in your bank account. No, I would not. I mean, personally, to me, in my opinion, those huge mansions and stuff, like, they don't really feel like home. They don't really, how do I even explain what I'm trying to say? Like, it feels more like you're living in an office building. It doesn't even feel like you're living in a house. I just don't understand why people, would want to live in a place like that. It doesn't feel like home. But yeah, people look at you weird if you say these things because, they're superficial people. Society is just incredibly superficial. They just can't fathom this concept. And this is exactly why they ask questions like, would you still feel this way if you had $10 million? Like, I'm not even like throwing shade at the guy that commented that, but people are just brainwashed by society. So, that's why these types of questions even go around. And these questions, why do they assume that everyone that makes a lot of money or everyone that's rich, why do they assume that those people are happy? I mean, it's a common thing even now, like, that all of these like celebrities and people, these people that, on the surface, it looks like they're living, a good life. They have a lot of money, they have a lot of women, they have everything they could ever ask for, and they still, take themselves out. They still self-delete. So in that case, why do we have people asking these questions, man? Would you still feel this way if you were rich? Oh yeah, because rich people definitely could never think life sucks. And the funny thing about me is that my whole channel is just talking about why life, why this sucks in general. It's not even for my specific circumstances. So, like, the thing is, it wouldn't matter. Even if I was happy with my own life, if I became rich, I would still hold the same opinion simply because life sucks in general. Like, even if I was rich, I'd still be like, it still would be like a better thing for me to just have never been born. That's my opinion. The thing about me is that if I had the choice of being a rich person or being just non-existent and just never coming into this world, I'd pick non-existent. And the reasoning is, even if you're rich, that doesn't really protect you from the fact that you could still suffer immensely. Like, and it's just simply not a guarantee of a good life to begin with, because you could be rich and you could have diabetes, or you could have some sort of cancer, or you could have something awful like that. But being rich won't really protect you. Or there's just so many things. You could enjoy your life for 10, 20 years, and then something could happen where your entire life just gets completely messed up. And even if you have a lot of money, it won't really save you. So, yeah. Being rich and just having a bunch of money is not going to save you. That's literally the point of the video, man. That's literally the only thing I needed to say to that guy that commented this. Like, look at all of these rich people just offing themselves and just, they have everything they need and they still do it. And the funny thing is, even when they do it, these idiots are talking about, man, why would you do something like that? You had a lot of money. Why would you ever do something like that, man? And, to them it's such like a insane concept. Like the fact that someone would, do that to themselves if they have all that money. It's an insane concept. It's an insane concept to a lot of people. And that's because a lot of people, they spend their lives working for money. Their entire lives are spent slaving off for money. So when someone has, all the money in the world that they spend slaving off for, they just think like, damn, he's living the dream. He's living a perfect existence. There can't be a single flaw with his existence because he has all the money in the world. The money that I spend my waking hours trying to achieve. He just has all of it without even trying. Literally without even trying. So yeah, they get completely confused by that. And to me, it's kind of funny. But if a lot of them were in the shoes of the rich man, they'd understand. They're never going to understand. The thing is, they're never going to understand as long as they're, even middle class, lower class. They won't get it if they don't make a lot of money. So, yeah. Now, anyways, I'm just going to talk about, for me, if I had a lot of money, I don't even know what I would be doing with that money to begin with. I'd probably, first of all, I wouldn't buy a big house, of course, like I already said. What I'd probably do is I'd probably get, a small apartment. Well, maybe not a small apartment. Maybe I'd get, a studio apartment or something. Just something that looks nice, at least. I don't really care about the price. I would live there probably forever because I don't really care about, people be talking about, oh, I want to live in a castle. I want to live in a temple or something like that. I don't care about all that. I just want a living space. I literally don't care about all that. I would not be traveling the world or anything. Don't really care about that. I wouldn't be, I can't even think of anything expensive I would even want. The only thing that would really change about my lifestyle would be the fact that I don't have to go to work and I finally get my own place. That's it. I'd still be eating the same foods. I'd still be going to the gym. I'd still be making videos. I'd literally still be the same person. I'd literally still be the same person. And you know why? Because I just don't care about money. I just don't care about expensive things and stuff. I just simply don't. And again, people can't understand that concept. I've even said this to some friends, and they'd be like, oh, if you actually had a bunch of money, you would change your mind. I would change my mind. I mean, what am I going to do? Travel? What's the point? Globalization already made everything basically the same. Everywhere is the same. There's a McDonald's in every country. There's a Taco Bell, KFC, all of that stuff. What else is there? There's internet, there's phones, there's computer. It's all the same thing. There's traffic, there's schools, there's people working, there's people slaving their lives away. What would be the point of traveling, really? Unless I travel to some, the only places I can see myself traveling to are these, these nature spots. Banff in Alberta, Canada. That's a place I wanted to actually see. But all these other places, with actual, a lot of people, these cities, Tokyo, Paris, I don't care about all that. I don't care about that trash. It's the same thing. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this one, and comment down below. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm super high. And this album just so high. I couldn't even talk clearly. I couldn't speak clearly. I don't even know what I was trying to say. But yeah, hopefully next video I'm gonna be a lot more rational. I don't know. Anyways, guys, peace out.